This video is going to show you how to share what you're working on to your teacher in a Google Meet. The very first thing that you're going to do is join that Google Meet, and then what you'll do to help you show what you're working on, you might grab a book, a small book, maybe a little thicker than that, and then you're going to place that underneath your Chromebook, the back of your Chromebook anyway, to lift that up a little bit. And then what we're going to do is you're actually going to pin you to the screen so you can see better what you're showing the teacher. So you have to move that mouse up to the corner up here, and you'll see that that right now is clear. If I click on it, then it turns solid, and then now you can see in large screen what you're showing the teacher. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down, and I'm going to try to get it focused in on what I'm going to be showing the teacher during that Google Meet. So maybe your teacher, so I have to move this back and forth a little bit. So maybe your teacher is asking you to show groups of 5 or groups of 10 or whatever it is, and show 13 objects with a group of 10 and 3 objects. So now you can see that it's here, but it's also showing to the teacher in the Google Meet. Okay? Then maybe they're going to say write that number. So then you write the number. And then your teacher's going to see that. It's going to be upside down, but that's okay. They get used to seeing that way. Quite possibly they might ask you to be reading something. So maybe you're reading something, and when you're reading that, they're asking you to circle the nouns and underline the verbs. So now they're going to be able to see you actually working on that page. So once again, you want to get it centered in the screen and then be doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. Or a workbook page. Or maybe they ask you to, you have a map or a picture. So once again, get it focused and centered in the picture. So you have to move it back and forth a little bit to get that centered in the picture. And then you can go ahead and start to color or draw or whatever you're trying to do to show your teacher what you're working on. Now the teacher says, hey, it's time to get back to the presentation that they have. So what you're going to do then is you're going to lift up the screen. And then when you lift up the screen, you're going to unpin. So go back up to that corner again and click on that pin to make it clear. Okay? And now you're going to have the presentation here, but then all the people are over here on the right-hand side. What you can do to make that presentation big, and so you can focus in on the presentation, is click on that pin to turn it a solid color, and now the presentation fills up the screen so you can focus in on what the teacher is presenting to you. Then if you're having a class discussion and want to see your classmates, you would unclick the pin, and then you would see all of your classmates again. So that's how you pin, unpin, and then show your work during a Google Meet to your teacher.